Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Apologies that it's not going to be live today. I'm extremely awfully busy. If you've ever seen Ally McPhee, there's a scene where she goes, awfully. Anyway, but this feels like the never-ending pig. Yes, that's right. And we've got to really push this on. So we are going to be doing about an hour and 15 minutes here today if the camera will let us. But look at this. Just look at this. I've got to show you something. Hang on. Just bear with me a minute. Just get my bearings here. I had to get it all pink. We're doing pink. It has to be a pink pen. It has to be this gorgeous, sexy pink tray as well with the pink drills. I mean, it's all pink here today, guys. But we are very, very exciting stuff because I've got a tray available to do the L. So I'm very happy to kick this off by filling this in. I had to open my sparkly pen. It's all pink here today with Wilbur. So, yes, this feels like the never-ending pig. The reason I say that is because this pig has been running since since March and April, I can't even think. And it just feels like it's going on and on. It's not stopping. It just don't seem to be ending. So I really want to give this a big push here today and see what we can do to get this moving here today. Now there will be parts where we do a bit multi-placing, so obviously in this part here I'm just going to single place it because we've got to get all round. It's quite a hard contour to do, so yes, I've been filming away as you do, and it brings me great pleasure to announce that we have finally finished the little kittens, and you can see the final of that coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'm on the ball to get more done here today. So yes, now I've got something I wish to discuss here. So what is that, an L? Yeah. So the colour that we've got for the butterfly, which is this R colour, I've been having a look through my drills that are in the recycling bag, and I thought, I wonder if we can find a match, because you don't necessarily have to buy new paintings just to get a spare colour. You can always wait until, you know, kits come up. All the diamond painting kits come with specials, so all the diamond painting kits come with spare drills anyway. It's just a case of waiting for a colour of that sort of type to come up today. So I was having a look through some of the drills and looking for a dark colour blue, and I came across this pack. Now this comes from Santa Sleigh apparently, so I'm wondering if you look at that, that looks like an identical match for that R colour. I think it's that R colour there, so let me just move that out a minute. Yeah, that I reckon we can pinch for that, because I haven't got the faintest of what painting that painting's in reference to. Obviously I do several paintings that is a sleigh. Whether it's spare drills I don't know, so it could be any one of them. So I thought, well, we'll give that a go and then we can use some of them up. I mean, Christmas is what, 4 months away, so we don't really need them drills right now, so we could try and fix that butterfly up there once we've done a bit. Once we get into the last sort of 15 minutes or so, then I'll whiz up there and get that bit done. But we've had sunny spells and showers here today, and I feel like a weather presenter. So yeah, we've been having off and on cast of rain here today, and it's now sort of brightened up, which is nice. Now, last night I was going through the drills as well to find the Harry Potter painting, and I got them all out and the drills are nowhere to be seen. Now I know for a fact that I've brought all the drills for the paintings from Whittam over here. So guess what I've got to do this afternoon, or some point next week, is find look all under the bed, look under the bed, look through all my storage rack things that look like this to see if I put them in a different container. But the first painting that will kick it off will be the Hogwarts Express anyway. So the drills I'm looking for is an AA021. So AA021, yeah. So that one's, I was really very excited to start because it's got the the release paper on. So I thought, well, I could start that, and then that'll free up some release paper so that we can, you know, start a bit of this and you know, start putting the release paper on other projects. So yeah, couldn't find the drill, so I thought, I wonder if I've got any Harry Potter washi tape. And I didn't have any washi tape to do that. As I said, DAC do this lovely tape, but it's £6, and I'm not paying that plus postage, because from America that's gonna be very expensive. And at the moment in this country, everything is twice as high at the moment. So and what they're doing, they're crafty, because what they're doing is they're cutting the costs. So imagine a Mars bar is perhaps that size. What they're doing is they're cutting the cost, bringing the cost down and keeping it the same size. So, which is not very good, because, no, sorry, that's right, back to fun. What they're doing is they're keeping a Mars bar, say, that size. I'm talking about like a mini one. And then they're raising the costs, but they're not increasing the size of the bar. So they're being very greedy, to say the least. I mean, every company is struggling, understood, but you know, you're finding yourself that it's coming like you've got to buy 2 packs in order to get, you know, 1 bite. I suppose you can't even get 1 bite out of a mini Mars bar. I mean, they're shrunk. So they're crafty, they know what they're doing. So it's rather aggravating, to say the least. And it's not very happy. Not happy about it. I mean, I'm getting all discombobulated here. So yeah, so that was that. And thank you very much to, is it Dawn Gelsby or Gelsby? I can never get it right. Who very kindly put a photo of the hash brown with baked beans on my Facebook group. So if you haven't joined already, feel free to join. It is Diamond Paints with Mike, and you can post your pictures of your diamond paintings on there. As long as it's diamond painting related, then that's fine. Obviously, I did make an exception with the hash browns, because obviously I don't know what they look like with the beans in, so that photo really did help us out. But it's lovely that we're, you know, getting really lovely new products. Apparently there's supposed to be a fish finger, is it, with sauce in or something? So yeah, I can't wait for that. Okay, so we're going to take a little break from the pink here, because what I'd like to do is get this V colour done in. So I'm just going to bring that back slightly, and we've got the letter V, which resembles Crafting with V. So yeah, so this is for you, Crafting with V. And we'll just get this little part here done, and then the plan of action for that is we'll finish up as much as we can this patch here, and then we'll brush it across and get bits and bobs done. So really happy for that. I've ordered some Halloween paintings, and they're going to be coming. They're pre-orders for some reason, so it's been stuck there for 3 days just saying preparing package, so they ain't coming anytime soon. And they've been saying that they've got limited flights or something, so whether it's because of the bank holiday here, because we've got bank holiday on Monday, so it's like a long weekend. And as you know, I don't like bank holidays. You know, they cause so much problems. All the trains stop, all the buses stop, all the shops are shut within reason. They're not allowed to close grocery markets because, you know, people need to eat. You know, all the trains stop, or you don't get no deliveries. It just causes, what am I doing? Why am I picking up a different colour? It just causes so much havoc. You know, and May has got quite a lot of bank holidays in, and it's just very aggravating. Keep getting bank holidays. It just, I find that it delays everything. But I have been building my brand new gamophone here for the Disney Doll's house, and look at these. I've been building some walls. So we've got the mermaid wall, and this wall. Now this is all this is a sticker that goes on the wood. So this is all wood and there's just a sticker on that. But this little hole here is quite crafty because that is going to be the light bulb. So what will happen is you flip it over, the light bulb runs through here, and you run that wire down there, and the wire gets put into there and taped over. So it's really turkey looking out quite nice. And look at my little cute chaise longue from Donald Duck. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And you get a little pillow, and he's got his little hat. Everything with Donald Duck, I don't know what it is, but for some reason with Donald Duck, every piece of furniture seems to have that hat on. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but yeah, it's coming along quite nice. It's due to finish soon. I think we're up to issue 76 out of 140. So, but there is talk about it being extended for another year because they want to do. A lot of people have said that there could be an extension for a tree house or something. So, yeah. So I do a bit of everything. I build things. I craft things. I've been doing painting. You have little Simba here. I've got a dinosaur. I love my dinosaurs, so I've been doing that. I do a bit of everything. And for all you gnome fans out there, I've got a little gnome. So they're great projects. You get them from the oh my god, it's a Craft Buddy, the Works. So you get them from the Works, and they're really really lovely to do. I just mainly bought them to sort of test my craft skills. Well, mainly my painting skills, but yeah, I'm very very. I enjoy working on this painting because it's lovely and bright, and I was kitting up a painting last night which is a very special painting, and it's going to be making one appearance on the 8th of September, and it will become very clear on that date, and then it will take a break and it will be brought in again in December. So very very exciting stuff there, and can't wait to see what it looks like. So that's really nice. I like the way they've given like a tinge of a grey air there today. I'm waiting for Amazon as well, because I love these watermelon sweets. I got some for Diamond Paints with TM because she's not been feeling very well. She's a bit poorly, so I got her some sweets to cheer her up a bit. And there won't be, just so you know, there won't be a live show next week on the Diamond Painting Dalmatians because I've got the dentist and Tessa's a little bit under the weather at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to make that. I haven't got an extraction. My tooth has cracked, and the filling, I know Linda loves hearing about this, aka Lazy Retired Granny, but I thought it was a filling because whenever I eat on this tooth I get very sharp pain, and I was like, I'll get me dental equipment like my mirrors and check. So I had a look, and it's no pain whatsoever, and it turns out that the filling's all intact. It turns out there's a bit of a fracture on the tooth, so obviously what this pain is obviously entering from the side. Imagine that's the side of the tooth, it's entering from the side. So yeah, that wasn't very good. So we'll come back to these parts here because I have got the colours down here, but obviously it all depends on tray availability, so we'll do that another time, because yes, I want to get moving now on this section here, and we'll try and block this in as best as we can here. Okay, so that's that one, yep. So yeah, that's happening Thursday, but I was going to go to my relatives on the Saturday, but for some apparent reason they're doing all train strikes again, which is no surprise because this Mike Lynch bloke won't give up, and all he ever does is strike, 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 strike. Every offer that has been put forward to the government, this Mike Lynch bloke will not give up. He will not accept any offer because apparently it tears up a lot of their conditions, and I think it's the buses and the trains. Now, my route was actually running, but it was quite bizarre. I was really baffled because normally my train goes from Braintree up to London. Well, they put this service on, which was going from Braintree to Witham, and then it terminates at Witham to then go up to Colchester Town. And I thought, that is so weird. So whether Platform 3, which is the Colchester Town or Clacton line, it does other stops as well, was not operating that day. I don't know. But what it would have meant is, obviously Braintree is a single route, a single track. So where you go round the corner to Braintree, there's a track that goes up there. So Braintree goes round there, and there's a track that goes up there. That is a spare track, and what happens is, if it goes on that line, it then changes the point. So that's the spare track. It changes the point and goes on to the main line, which takes it into like the London or Clacton, or any routes along that stop. So I'm wondering whether what they did was possibly they've took it into Witham to then take it up to Colchester Town, and then there was another one that was Kelvedon. And I thought, oh no, I'm not travelling if it's going to be doing that, because once they put the train on the wrong stop and they put it on the platform 4 line and took it up to Kelvedon, and I thought it was that one, because they don't normally say what train it is. I normally look for the little LED display on the window, and yeah, so I thought, well, I don't want to mess about like that and get on the wrong train. And sometimes they'll say on the tannoy, this train is for this, but I don't really trust them. So I thought, do you know what? I'm not mucking about like that. So I'm going to wait until Tuesday. And then I thought, well, I've got the dentist on Thursday, so I might as well knock it all under one, go Thursday, and then I can pick up the Temu package and do it that way. Right, I've got a bit lost here. What's happened? So L. So yeah, so I thought I'd do that, but and also another reason is because I've got another package which is on the plane behind the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker was on a previous plane, and my washi tape and the release paper is on the plane behind it. So I thought, well, what I'll do then is I'll give it a couple more extra days and wait till that comes, and I can pick up both paintings and do it all under one. So that would save a lot of problems, a lot of time, coming back and forth, because it's like £7 a time on the fare. It just seems like, they said that they were going to freeze the rail fares. Well, that obviously went out the window, didn't it? So do you see what I mean? So yeah, that's what I think we'll do on that. Okay, so yeah, this is it's difficult because I can't multi-place because it's a lot of swapping in colours, so we'll have to keep doing single place for the minute, which is a shame. I don't like single placing because it you spend more time on it, it slows it down. So I need to get some more wax, but we just have to do what we can on this. I'm thinking of probably some night streams as well. Now next week I have done a thing. I've done a schedule. One of the reasons why today's stream was cancelled is because Sundays are my lay-in day, and I didn't get up till 10. And then by the time I had my shower and had lunch, it was near enough 12 o'clock. So I was like, I don't want to rush around getting all this ready. So I thought I'll cancel it, do a pre-record, and then pick it up from next week. Another reason is because obviously Thursday is the deadline for the cat theme to end. I need to get that all finished by the end Thursday of next week. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to do a couple of doubles. I hate doing doubles, but it is what it is. We're running out of time to get this finished. So, and I really don't want to drag it like we did with this. It's just taken forever. So what I'm going to do is you'll get a 10 AM pre-recorded, and then in the evening you'll get a live. So it'll just be like that for a couple of days, and then Thursday, if it's still not done, we have to make the decision of whether we're going to go live from 12 at midnight to 6 in the morning. But obviously I need to check if I'm working that day. If I'm working, I definitely can't do it. So it could be that I have to do it from 7 PM when I get in, and do it, say, 7 PM till midnight. Midnight is pushing it a bit because I should have an early night on work days, but I just can't get to sleep that early. I'm a night owl. So I've got a couple of ideas, but it all depends how quick we get through it. So we've got 4 hours on StreamYards. Again, we've got to take into account, is the phone gonna last that long with it being heat? Because obviously when it's live and you're charging it, I can put wire in it to charge it as we're going, but then you've got to think, is the phone going to stand for 2 hours without it overheating? So there's many factors I have to take into account of what we're going to do. So I've made a decision. This F is cropping up quite a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'll have to tip it on my desk, because I feel like we need to get some of this done. So I'm just going to take a back seat again and just fill in some here. I don't like putting them on the desk, but because if they're upside down and you need to go like that, you can't do it. So yeah, let's just do a little bit more filling in here, because it's cropping up a lot around here, you see. So we need to really sort of do a bit of that. And then what I'm thinking is for Wilbur is we're going to have to think about doing like a 2-hour show or something, because this is really dragging, and I'm disappointed with myself that I've let it drag this month this long, because this is really, really overrunning. It should have really finished at the end of April, well, March even, but I have made the decision as an exception with the cow, not so much the chicken, but I'm thinking maybe I might push that on to next year, because I don't like doing that, because it means waiting another year. But I would like to keep weekends free, but you know, I haven't made a decision on that yet. So we'll just have to wait, see what I think, and just see what the next couple of weeks can do. I mean, some of the summer holiday paintings as well, that's all sort of like gone out the wall as well. So I don't know, because I'm really trying to keep it to, you know, the end of the month thing, which is making no sense. But yes, so we do a theme. If it's not done by the end of the month, a night stream will go on until it's done. And I don't care how long it takes, or if I've got arseache, I have got to get it done by the end of the month. Now, I'm hoping that it will finish on Wednesday, because what I've decided to do is introduce, what the hell? Oh, that is right. What I've decided to do is introduce a completions video at the end of each month. And what that will consist of is paintings that have been completed on camera and off camera, or paintings that are in the process of being filmed for next year, but you'll see the completion at the end of the video and then see the video from next year, because I am filming for next year as we speak. So yeah, lots and lots of things to do. So I really want to sort of border this, but it's very difficult because there's so much confetti. But I've just finished watching Lazy Retired Granny, who was saying something about there's a painting shop that does the Big Bang Theory or something. So that was a lovely whip and chat, and you could hear Ellie drinking out of her water bowl. She was very thirsty by the sounds of it, so it must be hot over there, because they said, I think she said it's like 77 degrees or something. So, and yeah, I get the impression you don't like AliExpress, Linda, because when you mentioned AliExpress, she was like, oh god, like that. So I'm not a lover of AliExpress, but I am seeing an awful lot of unboxings from a company called FG Normal. So I've signed up to them to give them a go. I haven't seen a painting I like yet, but I thought I'll give it a go, see what they're like. They've got some lovely cross stitches, so we might be doing a video from them once I find something. But I'm really sort of trying to stay away from these big companies like Fansels. It's Fansels. But anyway, I'm really trying to stay away from these big companies like Fancils, One Day Saving, all the sort of diamond painting companies, because with Temu now, I can get near enough all the paintings that were on their sites on Temu. And it's like with Amazon. So it's, I mean, my number one go would be always source it from Temu. If not, go to Amazon. If not from there, then obviously third, it would have to be, you know, from the actual company like Fancils or something. It just depends who's got it in at the time that we want it. Is that still F? Please say that's F. So many colours going on here. So yeah, that'll be that. And then, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So I think I'm going to just border it like that, I think, because it's getting a little bit all over the place. Yeah, I'm really happy with progress on this. I'm very excited to see what the face will look like after we've done that. Now, I did pinch, what painting was I working on? I think it was the cat, the kittens. I needed to get some black 310s. So Wilbur at the moment doesn't have any 310s because they all fell on the floor, and you'll see that in the final video, or the video before that. What we're doing as well is I'm also putting in, there's not enough available slots, so what you'll get now as well is you'll get a video round about midnight. That sounds really weird saying it like that, midnight. But you'll get a video round about midnight. In rare cases, I do have to put on a video throughout the night because there's just not enough available slots. And I really didn't want to take Wilbur off because I think we cancelled it last weekend, didn't we? So I really wanted to get a little bit more done on here. So yeah, I've been watching the news as well, and they've been banging on about this because I'm so backlogged with the news. I'm watching an episode from the 16th of August, and they were saying about this crooked pub or something, and that it's not supposed to have been bulldozed down, and they're now saying that it could be classed as arson, which is basically like setting fire deliberately, and something to do with they weren't planning permission to take it down or something, because there was new owners. They were saying that there was new owners, but there weren't permission to take. It's all to do with the top floor. So something to do with the top floor. They weren't allowed to take down the top floor. And Pauline, Jill, I hope you have a lovely time in Cornwall. I think you said it was Cornwall. So I really hope you enjoy your time at Cornwall. And my granddad and my mum used to go there with my nan, which is my mum's mum. And apparently from Whittam it takes like 8 hours. 8 hours of driving, like, gee whiz. I mean, we went to a place called Hunstanton once, and I actually rid on a horse, because they did like horse rides, and you would get on the horse here and then walk to the other side of the beach on the horse. It was so cool. But my horse was bloody massive, and you see my sister on a little like Shetland, and I'm on this whacking great big like sheer horse, Shire horse or sheer horse, and yeah, it's an experience because I've never personally sat on a horse before. So you got to feel as to how a horse can carry you, and it's amazing how a horse can carry so much weight. You know, it's fantastic. But their hearts are absolutely ginormous. So they are really, 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 really big. But yeah. So although I'm single placing, you can see once you get into a rhythm and keep changing the drills, you will see it start to pick up and stuff. So, whoops. So yeah, it's pretty damn good. Now, I'm just going to pre-warn you, the storage might cut out on this phone because it keeps saying that I haven't got storage when I have, and there's something really wrong with this phone. So I have actually decided to sell it to a phone company that buys phones. We have a shop called the Sex Shop over here, and it's CEX, and they're basically like a I would say like a second-hand shop. They buy second-hand things, gadgets. There's companies like Envirophone. But yeah, there are companies out there that actually buy your phone. So I got a really shit offer, and I'm being serious. It's ridiculous. It is a iPhone 8, and this is the one that has the sound problem and the faulty battery. I've looked into replacing it myself, but I was under the impression that you take the phone off yourself. Well, it turns out that apparently you can undo the iPhone and you can get to the battery compartment, but apparently when my brother had his fixed, his screen was broke, so he had to replace the screen, but apparently you have to send off for a new screen. I thought you could take the casing out to get to the screen, and you can't. There's physically no way you can, because there's no screws to take it off. So I thought, well, you've got to weigh up the pros and cons. Is it going to be worth buying a new screen and a new battery? Now, my one's just got the battery issue. And when I look at a battery on Amazon, they're like near enough £30. Now, I also own a Google Pixel 7a, because when I was looking for a new contract, I got offered a Pixel and didn't really know what a Pixel phone was, so I got it, and it's really crap. I hate it. But because I'm in contract, if I cancel and send it back, one, I've missed the 14-day calling off period, and two, if I cancel it, I'm lumbered with termination charges. So luckily this one's only going up to a 12-month contract, so I'm not going to renew the contract at the end of that. And then what I'll do is I'll sell it off. So I'll probably sell it on to, or you can actually trade it in. O2, I think you can trade in phones. So yeah, I might trade it in. So anyway, I wasn't really happy with the phone cost, so I thought, oh, what can I do? You know, I really don't know. That don't look like an F to me. I really don't know what to do. So I had to look around, and near enough every shop that I've tried to sell it with has given me a crap offer. Now, obviously, depending on the problem with the phone will depend on how much you get. So the only company I sort of felt that had the goodest deal was, I'm not going to say the company because it's, I don't know if you've heard of it before, but anyway, this company has got an offer. Now, it doesn't have any scratches, it doesn't have nothing wrong with it. It's a working phone, lovely jubbly. The only problem is the battery. And they offered me £20, and I really was quite annoyed with that, because I can't sell it on Vinted. Vinted doesn't allow mobile phones to be sold. So, and I don't want to sell it on eBay, because with eBay you get poxy fees, and when you sell it on eBay you get a listing fee, and you get when PayPal take the payment, they charge money as well to take it, or to sell it, or they take their cut, some sort of cut anyway. And Vinted won't let you sell phones. So the only other option I had was to send it off to this company that's going to buy it, but the only offer I got was 20 quid on it, and I thought, is it worth paying out £30 for a new battery and then trying to sell it like that, or do we just say goodbye to it and, you know, let it go for 20 quid? Because the thing is, I don't really need the Pixel phone, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 13. The Pixel was offered to me first, and as you know, I've been wanting an iPhone 13 for, well, I actually wanted a 12, but they offered me an iPhone 13 like 2 months after I got the no, I think it was 1 week after I got the Pixel, and I was like, this is an offer I cannot refuse. I need that phone. So I was like, this could be my only offer. Like, if I decline it, I don't know. So I tried with O2 to get one. They wouldn't let me. Vodafone offered me a iPhone 14 in this gorgeous yellow. They wouldn't let me. And then this other company let me. It's really, it just don't make sense, because why is it some companies let you and some don't? And obviously you get credit checked in that. So whether it's because the previous month I did have some bills that had to bounce because I didn't agree with the cost, and I'm disputing that currently. And I don't know whether it's that, but it's just interesting how some companies let you and some don't. But anyway, I don't really need this iPhone 8. It's just basically a spare that I use for filming. So I'm just wondering if I should sell it on. I mean, 20 quid's 20 quid. It's not an offer I'd like to have. I'd much prefer a bit more than 20 quid. But, you know, you've also got to remember who's going to buy an iPhone 8. Because you've got to remember that Apple are constantly upgrading things. So, yeah. So I was really slept on it, and then I thought, just, you know, sell it off for 20 quid. 20 quid's 20 quid that I can invest in diamond painting. It isn't, I'm not happy with the cost, because I would much prefer a better cost at that. But do you really want to pay out £30 for a new battery? And then, you know, you've got to weigh up the balance, because people aren't going to buy an iPhone 8 when there's new, you know, upgrades out. So you just have to try and weigh up the pros and cons and see what you can do, you know, see what you feel comfortable with. But yeah, so I've got to wait for this so-called returns pre-post bag or something, and then it goes off to them. They check it to make sure that it's what I've said it is, and, you know, to make sure it is got a battery fault and stuff, and then they pay you. It does say in their terms and conditions that if it's not described as what I've described it, like if the battery don't work and it does work, that they can't refund, they can't pay you, and they can't return the phone. If that ever did happen, I would sue them for it, because at the end of the day, you've still got the phone and I'm out of pocket because of it. So do you see what I mean? So I would look to file a claim against that, because whenever I send something off, I always take a picture of it to prove that it's in working condition. So yeah, so I've got to wait for that. Oh look, this is the tip of the nose. Yeah, baby. Aha. I thought we had something dark forming there, and I'm thinking that's got to be like the bridge of the nose. You can see the contours going up, and it's like the butterfly's just landed on his nose. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. It's a really shit offer, but, you know, take it or leave it, you know. So that's how I work. And yeah, so that's that. And then for lunch I had a corned beef sandwich with lettuce, cucumber and tomato, with a splash of vinegar on the lettuce there, and the tomato and the cucumber, because I do like to have a little bit of vinegar on it. It just makes it so lovely. I very rarely use vinegar unless it's with chips. I don't tend to use it really. So yeah, this drill don't want to come off, does it? Good God, 14:41 already, and we've not. I feel like I've not done much. But once we get to the hour, the last sort of 15 minutes, as I said, will be the butterfly, depending on if the camera will last that long. Because remember, this has got a battery fault with it, and to charge it, I've left the charger in the other room. So if it suddenly goes dead, then you know why. Just to pre-warn you there. But I haven't had the battery warning come up yet, so that's what I quite like with Samsung's. Is Samsung's, they tell you as it's filming, it tells you how much you've got, whereas iPhone doesn't do that. So, but yes, it's only a month away until October. Happy Halloween! But don't forget, you need to watch Spooky Buddies. If you haven't watched it, then watch that. And I need to look. I keep getting recommendations because I was looking for Halloween films to add to Netflix, and one of them is called Hocus Pocus. And I've never heard of that before. I've never seen it, so I might add that. I definitely want to watch. There's a film called Wednesday. So apparently it's supposed to be like the Addams Family. So Diamond Paints with TM has told me about that. So thank you for that, Tessa. And then last night, Saturday is my movie night. So I was watching The Karate Kids, but the very first one. And right at the end of the credits, it was so lovely to see the actual Karate Man just smile at the cameras as the credits went up. And that actress sadly passed away. But the actual guy, Dan, who was the guy doing the karate, when he was doing the big championship thing at the end of the film, it looked like he had a leg injury, but right at the last minute, he won the tournament. And for me, I don't like remakes. I much prefer the original film. And the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith in it, it's great, but I much prefer the old one. So, but both films are equally good. I really like both films, you know, so they're really equally nice. But I think my heart is with the original film, because it's like Tessa has been telling me that apparently they want to remake Willy Wonka, and I think, you know, that is a film you don't want to touch. You really don't want to touch that. There's talk about remaking Back to the Future again. You don't want to remake that. I mean, it's like Lion King. The live action one is terrible. Absolutely awfully. Because Mufasa is supposed to be the younger version of Scar, but he looks more like he's older than Scar, and that should be the other way round. So yeah, it's difficult. But apparently this new Willy Wonka film is supposed to be like how Willy Wonka came to be or something. But it's interesting how Slugsworth was supposed to like find out the secrets of the Willy Wonka ingredients, and then it turns out that he was working for Willy Wonka anyway. So, but yes, there is a sequel to the Karate Kid. You've got Karate Kid 1, 2 and 3, so I'll probably watch that next weekend. But it was a bloody long film, 2 hours long. I had to pause it halfway through because I was like, I need to do dinner now, and I had spaghetti bolognese, and I was like, I'll have to watch the other half later. I can't sit watching a movie for 2 hours solid. King Kong was another, and King Kong, I was sitting in the cinema with my relative for near enough 3 hours. It is absolutely one of the most longest films I've ever watched. I think Avatar is near enough that. And Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince was so long, they had to split it into a part 1 and a part 2 because they couldn't get it all on one DVD. It was such a massive film. And I was watching a thing on TikTok, and there's a video of I can't remember the guy who plays it, Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Harry. He was complaining because he didn't like the entrance into the Great Hall, because the other guys had a better entrance, and they're just sitting there. Harry's just sitting at the table. It was really crap, so he wasn't happy about that. Then this afternoon, I've got to try to figure out where Winnie the Pooh's bedroom is. Sorry, the basement, because on the doll's house there's like what we call a rostrum, and it's basically a raised platform, and you've got the base there, but there's another floor that sits here, so you're probably looking about that much off the ground before Mickey Mouse's room gets put on top. And I need to sort of find where that's gone, so because I can't remember where I've put it, and I need to start getting that done. But looking at the time, it probably won't be today, because daylight is upon us. And then I was watching this really interesting video on TikTok. Just get a bit of my tea. Oh, lovely. Oh, my mouth is feeling rather dry after talking like that. Some people talk and they don't come up for air, and it's like, can you come up for air yet? And I hate it when you go on a train and there's all these teenagers that keep laughing about nothing that's funny, and I just find it really aggravating, so I move into the next carriage. But anyway, what was I talking about? I can't remember now. Something to do with TikTok. Oh man, what was I talking about? I can't rewind the video because I'm filming, so oh man, that's annoying. Oh well, is what it is, isn't it? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this a bit a minute. I want to, let me put this F colour away. I want to get that J colour in, and then I have to tip it on my desk again, and then we'll come back to that colour a little bit later on, because then we can just fill over here as well if I've got the J, and I remember I don't have the J. Why don't I have the J? That's annoying. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yin yang. I've got U. What have I done with that then? See what I mean? You put things down and they all go walkabouts, and I don't know where I've put it now. Damn. Oh crap. I remember we had a problem with that colour before, didn't we? That's annoying. Okay, not to worry. We can do U then, which is this dark pink here. So we'll do a bit of that. So we've got to find U. Now we're approaching the hour. So what will happen is, we will do I'm going to try and see if I can do that little butterfly next. So yeah. Now, if you're new to diamond painting and you get a drill like that, that is a defect. We don't use that. The drill size should always be about that part there. So that is a defect. So if you wonder, if you're new to diamond painting and you're like, oh my god, where does this small one go? Don't worry, it's a defect. So, yeah. So that's that. But I think we've done quite well. We're getting the tip of the nose done. So that's pretty good. So yeah. Now I think we were supposed to do the chicken this week as well, didn't we? But I'm too busy. I don't know why I cancelled. I think, oh that's right, because no, this week I wanted the Saturday off, didn't I? So why didn't we do the chicken? I'm gonna have to have a think about that. I can't remember why we didn't do it now. That's interesting. How bizarre. Okay, so what I'd like to do is, let's see what we can do with this butterfly a minute. So, yeah, as I said, this is from Santa's Sleigh. But the problem is I have quite a few of that colour. This hasn't got a DMC code on it. So, I mean, I've got a pack of drills like that. So, I'm going to use these and see what we do. Oh, my God. I'm going to use these and see what we can do. So as you can see, I can see here that this colour here, it's this dark blue colour that's the art. So if that fits what we're looking for, then I reckon we can do it. So once again, it's that colour just there. Brilliant. Okay, so will this work? Is it going to work? Oh, what do you think, guys? It looks a little bit on the dark side. I don't know. I don't know on that, because that to me, oh yeah, look, so that and that, yeah, it looks a little bit darker, but it seems to have gone. Let's put another one down. I think it's the light playing tricks on me, but yeah, I'd say that's a perfect match in that one there. Yeah, let's go for that then. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Don't know why, it just made it look like very dark, but yeah, that's perfect. Brilliant. Okay, so we can get this hole filled. Oh, that's brilliant. See, you don't have to pay out for another painting. You can just get some spare drills. But that will now complete this lovely butterfly. So it's a little bit of gunk there. So I don't know what that is, like paper or something. yeah, that's just, oh mama, yes baby. And we can also use this colour for, there's a bit down here as well that we use it for, so we can always use that for there as well. There is a D colour here, so I'm not sure what colour that is, but we'll have to come back to that. But yeah, I'm happy to get that done. I might have to have a look at that. It's like a, what is that, some sort of wax or something? Just going to use a cocktail stick just to see if I can lift whatever that white thing is. Yeah, there we go, lovely. I've got a lovely experiment jar here because I do science, so I decided I could use that jar for that. If you've ever shopped with a company called, there's a company called Milestones online, and you can sign up. I think it's like £30 a month, and each month they send you like science experiments to do, and I want to do the one, I've seen it on YouTube, it's this big foam thing that you put in a container and it explodes everywhere. It's so funny. It turns into like a massive giant foam thing. So yeah, I'd like to do that. But I think the very first one I did was, it's this liquid stuff, and you put a crocodile clip on this end and that end, and it makes an electric reaction between there and there, but it's like this metal stuff grows just automatically. It's very, very interesting. So yeah, I'm quite pleased about that. So Javoli Capitan. Hello, Capitan. Why do they actually go Capitan when it's Captain? Capitan. I do like that. It's like the guy in the Karate Kid last night on the original. He goes karate, and he gives the boy a bonsai tree as a present and fixes his bike. The boy gets very angry with his bike and he chucks it in the bin, and then he comes home and it's at the top of the stairs. So yeah, so as I said, there is a D colour there, but I'm not sure what that colour is. It looks like it's a 796, so, and an R is an 820. So once we get another pack of drills, I'll just pinch one. We'll have to keep an eye out for that colour, which is a shame because I wanted to get that finished, but you know, it will come up, it will crop up when it crops up. So yeah, no problemo. Aviola España. If you like to go to sunny Spain, España more and more. But I'm waiting for all the Christmas paintings to come out as well. I want to see some Christmassy things. We've got a couple of C's there, so let's just put them in as well. We've got one there, also got one there. Oh look, you crafty little bugger. We've got a couple of N's and a 310 there with a W and a random B. What's that? 154. What the hell? We've got a random B. Oh wow, there's probably about 6 jewels that come up with that. There's one there, 2 in the eye, 1 there, and a few down on his leg. Oh man, it doesn't want me to finish the butterfly. This painting is cursed. Some reason it just don't want me to finish it. We've got the rain again. This weather needs to make its mind up, because one minute it's raining, the next minute it's not, you know. So that is a naughty. Naughty. Yummy. Aviola España. You like to go to sunny Spain. I'd love to go abroad. I've always said that I want to emigrate to the Gold Coast, Sydney, in Australia. As I said, I love opera, and I would love, it would be a dream come true to visit the Sydney Opera House. It would just be so magical. Now, I don't think that pink's supposed to be there, and I don't think that one is either. So, I don't have a pink butterfly. I like the idea that they've kept this in this, you know, this blue effect, and then just bring it slightly into that pink. That's really good. There's a P there, so I'm not sure why that's there either. But it uses some of these jewels up out of the bag, which is nice. So Jawohl, Kapitan. 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 Look, again, I don't think that's supposed to be there either, and that pink definitely isn't. I've got that song in my head now. It's a bit like Joe Pasquale, isn't it? I've got a song that will get on your nerves, get on your oh dear, oh dear. But at least we've done a few patches. We've done a bit more on this butterfly, and we've done a little bit more on that ear. We've done so much on that ear though, so I'm really happy with the progress on that. But yeah, it's such a beautiful painting. What in the world is that? I think that's supposed to be, I think that's the R, but there's a bit of fluffage there. If you've got a zoom on your remote, you can see it's like a spider's web. So, oh no, do not mention the spider, because if you mention the spider, you see it will come. I don't know what it is, but whenever I mention spider, one just randomly appears. My friend Charlie, he had he had one and was like literally gonna pick it up. I was like, how the hell do you have the courage to do that? I'm like the lion from the Wizard of Oz. I have no courage. You will not catch me picking up a spider. Oh no, spider! No. Do. Now you'll have to remind me that I've got to finish that off, because from a distance it looks like it's all drilled, but there is a bit, there's one there, there's a P there, and there's N, and then we've got a random B, so, but we've got a little bit more of that filled in for Indigo the butterfly and Wilbur the pig. So yeah, I used to name all my paintings, but I've literally run out of names, so when I can find a name, I will do it. But currently, as soon as I saw this pig, I was like, that is so Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, definitely. And then Lazy Retired Granny has Wilbur's girlfriend, which is Willona. So, yabba dabba do. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. I've seen a great one on DAC. Oh wow, that went really well. I didn't even plan on doing that, and it just came out. But yeah, there is a really good one with DAC. So I think Tessa's got it. I think she said that. So yes, definitely 100%. Okay, so we've done that now, which is brilliant. We've still got loads of spares for this Santa sleigh. I think it's the one that has got the little sleigh running above Prancer. No, I don't think Prancer had that, did he? Prancer was just the deer with the... Well, Prancer was just a reindeer with the thing in his, the moon. So, come out, moon, come out, wishing star, come out, wherever you are. Oh my god, I was watching Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea, yeah, and Amazon sent her the wrong photo. She got a photo of a cat. I think she said she ordered a cat and she got a church style theme, so that's annoying. So I don't know if she plans on returning it or not, but it's really annoying when you get a painting like that, especially as obviously if you're doing a review as well, it's quite aggravating. So yeah, so what is K? Have we got K? That's number 3, 413. Have we got K? Some of my drills appear to be missing, so I don't know why they're missing. I keep them all in here and they're missing. And I've just found that D colour in the P. So I'm just going to quickly do that. That's the D, P. And we've got the N. Oh, yes. Aha. Right. Let's get that done. Quick. We've got a D. It's going to go there. I'm going to put that back, and then we've got a P, and we've got an N, and then we've got that B colour, which I don't think we've got, so we'll have to have a look for that. But we've got a P, which goes there. Then we've got N, and a bit of O. Has anyone seen them O's? Do you know the two Ronnies when they go O? Now I want a number O, not an O's. Is it a hose and he wants an O or something like that? So this butterfly is almost done apart from this. What is it? B. Yeah, it looks like B. So number 1. So that should be in the thing. So, but it's not. So I don't know why it's not, but that one needs to go there. Not her. Hello. Hello. That was Esther Franklin that. No, Esther something that I can't remember her name, but she was the one who taught me how to do that. Okay, so that's O. Then we've one N, so we'll get N out quick. Oh yes, don't you just love it when you can fill all these holes up? Get in there. So that's N there. We've got our N just there, and we've got 2 more N's. Yabba dabba do. We've got 1 there, and we've got 1 there, so it's just that B. It's always 1, isn't it? Always the case. So, but yeah, we've got about 10 minutes or so. I'm quite surprised the camera's lasted that long. So, so as I said, I'm a bit nervous to use my iPhone 13, so I don't really want to get that battery fucked up as well. So, I tried to stay off my iPhone, and I only really use it for like emails and stuff. But that is really annoying. Look, I haven't got the B, so how can we do the B? This is not acceptable here. Where is it? Oh, found it! Oh yes, it's over here near the gnome. Yes. Oh, excellent. Oh yes, there we go. He's finally got his colour back. Haha. See, I never had it. And we've got a bit of K cropping up. Where did I need K? So we're going to do, it's getting very technical now, we're going to do a bit of his eye now, which is this colour here. So let me get that B out. We can't do W because W, the jewels fell on the floor to the cat. So I pinched Wilbur's, and then I'll pick the ones off the floors for Wilbur. So, but we can do a bit of that. Oh, isn't this lovely? Haha, brilliant. Thank you very much. Oh. And this is the K here, so we can do a bit of that. And that can go there. This is part of his eye now, so be interesting. I think it's this part here, perhaps the 2 red parts that is his eye maybe. So let's put that one into there. Yabba dabba doo. Oh, I really feel like I've done quite a lot of patchwork today, so that's fantastic. And we've got a bit of the tip of the nose. So we've done some colour filling. I mean, we would have got more if we didn't have to fill the ear, but yeah. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to have a shuffle around, because if I put some of these are dormant, so for example that one, so for example if we get the camera up a bit, that one there's dormant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reallocate that to B. I'll pull the B into there, and then I can free up that, and then I just need to find one of them. If I can find another dormant one in here, I can put that in and free this one up for you know, like a video or something, for another painting. But look, ASMR. I want to get into that. I've actually got an ASMR channel in development. I need to get a microphone, and then we're going to sort it out. But ASMR is basically like, it gives you tingles in your brain and it sends you to sleep. And they do things like, or they'll go like this. It could be anything that makes a sound and stuff. But we're not finished yet. We've still got about 3 minutes. What can we do for 3 minutes, I wonder? Well, let's do one more strip, I think. One more row. And one more step along the world I know. From the old things to the new. Keep me travelling along with you. Does anyone know that song? I don't know where. Oh no, that's you, isn't it? Oh no. I get too carried away here. I thought that was thingamajig. Damn. Damn. Let's get the F out. Quick. We're running out of time. You can tell I'm enjoying this painting. well, I think that's been a result today. We've done a little bit. And I've got to have a tidy up and then put all these jewels away, because I didn't know half of my trays have already been set up with Wilbur, so that's where my trays have been. So I'm going to kit them all down and then free up the trays for a different painting. Yeah, baby, get in there. And I've just found another painting. So we've got 5 minutes left, not 3 minutes, so we can do a little bit more. I can't count today. But I found the A colour. But we're going to do the A, which is this lovely vibrant pink. And just get... Oh no! I've just knocked. I'm so bloody clumsy. Look, I've knocked them all on the floor. Why? Oh, I don't want to sit down there picking all them up. For God's sake, that's a tweezer job of music. Oh, man. Why? Oh, that's so annoying. This is why I hate my hands. They're massive. I mean, look, they're like a bloody gorillas. They're massive. And that's why I don't like my hands, because, you know, I keep dropping things and it's really aggravating. But we are going to stop that there. I know it's 5 minutes early, but we have done quite a lot on this thing, I think. 18. I'd like to do a Peter Pan diamond painting. That would be quite nice. But as I said, I've got a fan behind me, and that's probably why it's doing it. But as I said, we're getting there. I'm really happy with the progress of this. We've done a little bit more on the ear. We need to find that jade colour, because for some apparent reason it's not in my thing. So these are all a different painting. That's for a butterfly, which is part of the red butterfly apparently. And I know that painting's in Witten, but it should be in here, and it doesn't appear to be. So that colour is a 967. That's interesting. We'll have to have a look for that. But what's really nice is we've got a lot of the ears on. We need to patch up that jade, and it all crops around there as well. And we got to get the butterfly finished. I don't think that's supposed to be there, because that is a P. We're going to quickly grab that out. Oh, I can't get the thing open. I have actually ordered another storage case thing like this, because I need to... I'm getting a bit overcrowded with drills, and I would like to get them out of the recycling bag. I did promise myself not to buy any more, but sometimes they get old and the lids will fall off. So yes, that's that. So please remember to like, share, subscribe. This is really turning out lovely. I'm going to try and get this back to live next week. If you want to get this for yourself, the link's in the description of the video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the channel, support the channel, like the channel, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Ring my bell, ring my bell. That's the song. But yes, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. If you want to be notified of future uploads, then you do need to tap that notifications bell, and you'll be notified of future videos. And of course, if you like what you see on this diamond painting, you can buy it for yourself with the link in the description of the video. Until next time, catch you later.